It's late at night. You think you're safe. You turn the lights out and then you hear a scream and shout. No one's home. You're alone. Lay back down, pull up your sheets. Your knees start to feel weak. You can feel your heartbeat. Is your door closed? You feel your feet exposed. Now you're in a state. It's much, much too late. You can't escape this deadly fate. Warning. The following podcast contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Welcome back to Sinister Ghouls, Twisted Sisters, What the Hell, your paranormal and true crime and everything creepy podcast. I'm here with Poopy and
JoJo. I'm a miserable fucking turd.
And Poo Poo is a mushy poo. It's a large mushy today. Put it in the logs. No pun intended. Put that in the log.
Awesome.
Put that poo in the log.
Yeah, log it. Large soft PM.
It's a mushy poo.
It's a long log. Make sure there's space.
Okay, I'm done. You can put them on.
I'm not fucking playing around anymore.
It's gone.
It's candy, y'all. We are eating. Yeah, we're not eating candy.
Well, you turned into a robot.
We are eating candy.
Okay, it's gone. I'm not gonna have any more.
There's balls that you can chew on, like these soft Legos. Legos.
There's balls. She said there's balls you can chew on. Hey, those aren't balls. And then you oh, I'm gone. Put that on right now.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't know what happened. I muted you.
Yeah. Are we being too loud, do you think, for your neighbors?
Oh my god, that's a good bite. Wait, hold on.
I forget.
We're back. I mean, we weren't ever gone. I muted JoJo.
She says we're There's laugh of candy in your mouth. It's scary.
It's chewed all stuck to my teeth.
Okay,
Where's my We're back.
Full second pass.
Like she just said a sentence and then said, "Okay, we're back."
So,
we're not high.
No, no, we are not. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I'm out of practice with it.
Me too.
Sorry.
I'm excited. Next week
happened.
Next week we're going to do a very well-known case. Or the next time you're on. Yeah.
Just got some pizza.
Did he?
The garbage one.
Have the garbage, the crusted pizzas.
Fucking
he ate
box. He growled at me.
She had his new boyfriend.
He did right now
because I yelled at him. I'm not afraid of him.
Did you take the pizza from him?
There was nothing to take.
Oh, B. Jackson!
He got the paper too. So.
Oh, he says, "You're not me, Dad."
Oh, talking about that. He did growl at Eagle also the other day.
Boyfriend.
Oh yeah, let me fill you guys in the last month and a half. So, I choked. So the last episode that I did was with Eagle and Gabagool, and we did Brandon Swanson. Now, there has been a few things.
Samsonite.
Swimmy. There's been a few things that have happened, and I don't know why my mic was like this. Instead of just moving the mic right on down.
Yeah.
So, since then, there's this new thing that's happened. There's a big thing that happened, but I'm not going to tell you.
The biggest thing is...
the biggest thing is...
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ghouli is in love.
Amen. With a boy! With a boy. And you all know Eagle. So yes, he dumped his psychotic girlfriend.
We talk about it on here?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
She's gone. Ben gone.
Ben
I
gone.
mean, she's here, but she's not here.
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Get out.
Sorry.
Oh.
You dropped first and last.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm going to tell him to get with the brunette's right-hand side.
So,
She was cute.
are we talking about your broski?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
friend.
I'm
So,
gonna text him right now.
he broke up with his psychotic girlfriend a couple months ago.
Yep.
And, we have, in the last few weeks, decided we are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. We fell for each other, and I don't give a fuck.
And it's really great.
Everybody loves him. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really, really good. And because we've been best friends for so long, it wasn't hard to realize we liked each other towards the end.
Friends to lovers. They're the friends to lovers.
Mhm.
That's the trope.
And as for the ex,
I pray for you.
and you know what?
We're lesbian.
Oh God!
Do you think we're talking in like a
A password
I'm in a
life
simulation.
right now, or some shit's going on.
I'm in a simulation.
No, she doesn't know.
No equals X.
Mm-hmm.
I heard your ex. That was it. No,
Mhm.
I went right to. I went. Yeah. He
Yes, because I have an ex. I'm officially pretty much divorced. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a party.
I have a couple bottles of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a cake. It's not gonna be like a cake like good like mom makes because it's me a funny cake.
Mm.
But I have a.
Mm-hmm. So this isn't gloating.
Yes, we do.
Listen, to all the listeners out there, this isn't gloating. This is just 3 years in the making. Actually, it's been the whole marriage in the making.
I'm gloating a bit. I'm so thankful you're away from that.
Mhm.
No, I'm gloating. Yeah, we're all gloating.
Gloaters.
You fucking gloat.
I'm a gloater. Gloater.
Bloated.
So yes, so Eagle and I are in love.
Married. No.
Woo! 3 months pregnant. Wait. And then we would be what his ex said. Fornicating. I said,
She was never.
yeah, remember I said, oh yeah, Ethan's girlfriend, Seagull. Remember I kept saying that? Because she wasn't my friend. She was my best friend's girlfriend, and she was a piece of shit girlfriend, so. So Eagle and I are dating. Woo! And Gabagool's got herself an apartment. It only lasted 2 months, though. But at least she did it. She tried it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it is Christmas in a few days.
Simply heaven.
A wonderful Christmas time. Oh my God.
Yep.
I feel like a Delilah.
Oh, I fucking love Delilah.
We talk about her, you guys. This is.
Wait, everyone, we have a new cat.
Oh yes, new news.
Also, more news. Poop and I rescued a little gray cat. We named him Ash, middle name Lee. Ashley.
Shut
After
up.
Mom. And,
Oh, Becky.
or not Renee. Regina Lee.
Regina Lee.
You're Lynn.
Regina Lee.
Regina Lee.
Oh,
Ashley.
that's a root beer. Ash. Eagle.
Oh, he's gonna take your.
He's okay about being Eagle.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
He goes, I hate my last name. I've been trying to change it. I go, oh, when you pay for my whole New Orleans trip, we'll talk about it.
That's pretty cool.
He's
That's
not.
pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Good. You don't have to get married. You can still change his last name if that works out in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
You can still just change his name.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We were
Becky.
always meant to be G's.
Mm.
To G's. It scares me. Oh, you're done with it.
She showed you. Like she.
It's like when I go to work and I pass meds and I'm like,
So funny.
open your mouth.
Mm.
Let me
That's
see.
so funny.
I
Then they're
have
like this.
right now in my refrigerator the juiciest grapes ever. They're so juicy. Every time I bite one, I choke on the juice.
Oh, it sounds so good. Are they
They're
big?
so fucking good.
Are they big?
Yeah, they're the red grapes. Red seedless. Phenomenal. They're good for your belly.
I'm unhinged.
No, you're not.
He
Your
knows
hair
I'm
smells nice.
mental.
Yeah. Eagle
knows
just text me. Oops.
What? Everything alright?
So we say stuff to each other because we care.
Uh,
Like, you know, you're like, oh, I miss you. I love you. I blah.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person that always says, like, miss you, love.
who does stuff like that?
But our whole family,
Text messages are up every single
our
day.
whole family.
See what you day going. I love you. Can't wait to
If I don't put I in front of I,
Yeah, you can't just say miss you or love you. It means you don't feel. That's like you say that.
So he'll put back in quotes M or I, and then that, and then
He's fucking the poor cat.
oh, he might be locked out. I don't even forgot I was recording.
Locked out of what?
I choked on the stew. I choked on the stew.
Lay down, please do something.
Do something.
The past 10 minutes, he's been nothing but naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because he's comfortable again.
oh, jeez, Louise, you don't eat out of the garbage. That's terrible for you. You're gonna
Get
have
out of my
shit.
candy.
You're gonna have diarrhea.
He's gonna have colitis.
All of it. Ethan's, would you say, Thai food?
Ugh.
Oh no, it was just chicken and rice from
What
Jeff
food,
or
too?
Tokyo.
Tokyo drift.
You gotta watch yourself.
Yeah,
You're gonna get sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I have
You're not a
book
puppy
about
anymore.
Tokyo drift. It's not. It's about car racing, but not in Tokyo.
So it's not that.
I like it
Whoa.
though. It's called Pretty Little Psycho. If anybody wants to read it and you like lesbians, read it.
I love lesbians.
It's a little dirty.
Shout out to all my lesbian friends. I have a ton of them.
All of your friends, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Christmas.
Oh yes, it is Christmas.
Let it cry. Say,
I didn't send out any cards this year.
what the hell was that?
We've only sent out cards twice.
I send out cards every year.
Nobody wants a card. You know what people do with cards?
Put it
They
in
see
your
the card
ass.
and they go, "Wow, what a great card!" They might put it on their tree or on the wall, and then they go in the garbage.
It goes in the wall for sure.
It goes right in the trash.
What is that? What is that?
I'll just send a text message. Merry Christmas. I didn't send cards this year. I still love you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. I want trees.
What in the fuck? It sounded like a turkey.
She's turning into a poultry.
Help me.
I literally peed a little bit.
No, I was like Christmas ham, but ham is not a turkey.
Feel that. It feels like a scab or a sliver. This is how the hair is coming out of my body lately.
Who's
Feel this.
got thick wire.
This is how my hairs are coming out of my body lately, like wire. They hurt.
Dude, that felt
Like a
like,
scab.
yeah.
It's a hair. Like a werewolf.
I have
Yep.
scales on the side of my head.
I don't know how I feel about any of this conversation.
Yes, I do though. It's not a joke.
Somebody, is the wind blowing? What is that? Oh, it's these. Those. Listen, hold on.
Oh, honey, you're lucky.
Hello?
I don't have your headphones
Do
on.
we have things?
We have things.
Oh, probably that. So anyways, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Honey,
Feliz
how
Navidad.
Ba dun dun dun. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, yeah. That's
How
how
many
she skipped right.
Buon Natale.
Oh.
How many ways can you say Merry Christmas in English? We got 3.
Feliz Navidad only.
Meliklikimaka.
Melekilikimaka. I thought you were
Ciao.
to say Merry Christmas.
Buon
to
Natale.
you. Oh, Italian.
Buon Natale means Merry Christmas to you.
Mure Trita.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I made that up.
Sounded
That's
Asian.
Crampa language.
Say it again in Italian.
Merry
Buon Natale.
Bonamentale.
Bona. Wait, now I could be wrong. People out there in the world
Bonamentale.
be like, oh my god, she's saying it terribly. Yeah, I'm American. I will speak it.
Listen, we are Mexican Americans.
No, Dad would say, no, we're Americans with Mexican ethnicity.
Word.
We're American.
American.
That's what he says.
Tradition. Let's see. How? Uh-oh.
I was right.
What? Buon Natale.
Dad.
Buon Natale. Buon Natale. Mhm. How chilling ghost stories became a Christmas tradition.
Oh, yeah.
I remembered.
That's what it was. I didn't remember.
But I don't. We'll see. So, a sad tale's best for winters says, hold on. I don't want to say that right. Okay. Ghost stories have always been best told on a midwinter night.
Yeah. you think-
Preferably, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's okay. She came walking down the street the other day when I was decorating the porch, and she was singing "Deck the halls with holly, la 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 la." And so she did that, And I turned around and she waved at me, and I waved back like, hey, and she goes, Jack Skellington, he's going to fit perfect with my Snoopy, our Snoopy upstairs, because right above us is their Snoopy.
They don't fit together, though.
I go, oh, yeah, because of their blow-up.
Get up.
They just have blow-ups.
2 different genres.
Mm-hmm. So then I was like, she's very, very happy. So I'm pretty sure they're okay, because I play music all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, just tell her that we said sorry if we're too loud.
Ghost stories have always been best told on a midwinter night.
Yep.
Preferably allowed in a group drawn close together around a blazing fire. Pleasure comes from awareness of the icy cold and dark.
Listen, I agree. I love scary winter things more than scary summer things.
Yes, absolutely.
I love winter.
There's something about the dark, cold snow in the night. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I do. I know. So, what did I say? The icy cold and dark.
The
Hemming
breath of death upon my neck.
Sorry. That's Yogi Pokey.
Sorry, everybody.
We'll go back to we'll go forward. Now it's Christmas again.
She said,
Okay. Oh. Pleasure comes. What?
I'm smacking in this mic and I'm talking.
Listen, we have such a great thing here that sometimes it cuts out words, so I think we're okay with our chews.
Jeez.
Coco is gonna die. He's getting old. He's getting so old.
Keep going. Think about it. I went before any of the older cats.
God.
He's the youngest.
Oh God.
He is now a ghost though, and he says in their house.
That's Catway. Where are you going? Get in here. Okay. Pleasure comes from awareness of the icy cold and dark. Hemming our small convivial light, there's particularly
Convivial. I see the word.
Convivial. Yeah.
I can't see.
Convivial.
Cool. New word. I like it.
Maybe it's not real. Anyways.
Yep, breath is kicking.
And Christmas Eve traditionally was the time to swap ghost stories, drawing upon the early Christian notion that spirits and demons had a peculiar freedom on that specific night before anything especially holy. Mm-hmm.
Holy. I'm so sorry. I'm having crazy ADHD.
This is great, because this is a great time.
I'm having a hard time staying on this.
On this path of the unknown. Yeah.
The unknown.
No!
Did you ever see that?
No.
Okay, quick. In London, they were having a Willy Wonka festival. All these people spent a shit ton of money to go, and they got there, and it was like, they had like half glasses of juice for people. It was so, like, it was a total scam.
Fuck.
It was such a scam, and even the actors didn't know it was going to be a scam until they got there. This was Charlie and Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka set up, and they had a character they introduced that was the unknown. Right? It was just like this guy.
Fucked up right
I think it was a girl. It was like a mask and a wig, and it came up from.
Oh my God! Help me, Jesus!
Look up the unknown, because I'm sorry, I can't hear the word unknown without saying unknown.
It's funny.
Keep going.
Oh,
I just had to explain it.
I feel freaked out from that. Probably.
It's the unknown.
That's a scary word, though.
Oh gosh. Okay. Halloween, the night before All Hallows or All Saints Day, has now usurped the license, but in Victorian times, as Jerome K. Jerome remarked or said, the average Orthodox ghost does his one turn a year on Christmas Eve, and then everyone is satisfied. I feel like I'm at church. Yeah, so the whole tradition of telling ghost tales at Christmas time, it became orthodoxy. That was the Victorian times shit. So I don't know why, but Charles Dickinson, you know, the guy that wrote Scrooge.
Charles Dickens.
Oh my God, I always say Dickinson!
Listen, me too. And Mom always goes, did you just say Dickinson? And
Charles Dickinson, isn't it?
No, it's just Charles Dickens.
Is that a Mandela shit?
No.
So you think that too,
There's
huh?
Emily Dickinson.
Okay.
And then there's Charles Dickens.
Okay.
Emily Dickinson's was a poet.
I just read Tarl's Chickens. I'm pretty sure we all meant Tarl's
Chickens is my
Tarl's
favorite.
Chicken. Okay, so thanks to him and to the extraordinary proliferation of the 19th century, many of these imitated household words like stories. So, they're ghost-filled Christmas things.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of
Yes.
Christmas.
Yeah. So the genre rapidly spawned cliches. Many of the tons of stories in the back numbers of these magazines in the Victorian equivalent of Christmas in quotes repeats on television. So they word things weird. I don't like it.
Things weird and I don't. Are we gonna hear about them?
It's just about the feeling of familiarity.
It's really just a scary story.
It's just a scary story.
We haven't said that yet.
No, it's
This is talking about Christmas scary stories. We haven't said that.
We haven't even said this before. Maybe in May.
You just sound like Nell. Remember Nell?
Oh, where you win? We're dumb.
Jodie Foster.
If a murderous event is supposed to recur year after year, it can lack tension, which has to be whipped up by lashing gothic melodrama. Hello? Luminous skulls, chains, and daggers, shrieks and haunted organs,
Oh my gosh.
hidden chambers and monk habits are stock in trade in the lost of will. Buried treasures and unburied corpses prey upon the minds of the departed. That's pretty dope.
Huh.
So most ghost haunt action houses prefer to I don't even want to read any of that, so I'm not gonna. Christmas provides good starting points for lawyers. Christmas providing starting points for lawyers. For lawyers. Christmas. Horror. Fuck.
I don't know if we can at all.
Back
I don't know.
back and forth.
Some of these taste like dust. I don't know why.
I just balled up.
No.
No, I don't,
Oh.
I don't know why. Just one of them.
Can't get this
Or
out.
green.
So,
Christmas horror story.
Christmas provides good starting points for horror, is what I said. Blowing kisses. I give you. Because he wants to bite and eat faces.
What do you want to bite for? I love you. I love you.
Hey, I love them.
And I love you.
Oh my god. I hit my nose on my microphone.
Settle down.
Settle down. Settle down. Grow up. There is snow. Okay. Christmas provides for the third time good starting points for horror. There is the weather. There is the snow, of course. Cutting off everything, all communication.
Oh my gosh.
Fingering the window panes.
That's what I'm doing later.
I am afraid we shall have a terrible winter. Can be said in a strange kind of meaning way. In Old Nurse Story, Mrs. Gazgal says that.
Listen, am I crazy or am I not computing? Because I just feel like I'm not understanding what's going on.
What?
This is a horror story?
No, this is the end of the explaining how Christmas, you say stories at Christmas time.
Okay.
In order to restart that.
House was fingering the windows.
In the, oh gosh.
That's with the window panes. Huh?
Come on, Wait, where did I read? Christmas provides. Christmas provides good starting points for horror.
Yeah.
That is the weather. There's the snow.
Yep.
Of course, cutting off all communication, fingering the window panes, in quotes. I am afraid we shall have a good terrible winter. Can be said in a strange kind of meaning way. By Miss Gazgal in this story, Old Nurse Story.
Okay, good terrible winter because it's cold, but they are being fingered.
Yes, in their windpipes. Are their window panes.
Good terrible.
They're being fingered in their windpipes. And yeah.
They're having a great time.
I mean,
This winter.
Miss Gazgal. Miss Gazgal.
She's freaky.
She is
Scowl.
fingering window panes and pipes.
She's like, oh, these window panes are so freaking cold.
Okay.
Sorry, Miss. What's your name?
Mr. Window Pipe, I said. Mrs. Miss Gaskell. Mrs. Gaskell.
Picky.
Miss
Forgive
Gaskell.
Christmas.
England was in the throes of mini ice age, and for the 8 years of Dickens' life, there was a white Christmas every year. By 1891, however, Jerome K. Jerome describes a typical Christmas as dismal, cold, muddy, and wet. In Algernon Blackwood's terrifying story, The Kit Bag, 1908, the narrator is packing on Christmas Eve. Sorry. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? At Christmas Eve to escape from the sleety rain. His surroundings are now not an ancient mansion, but an old house, subdivided into cheerless lodging, and he is attempting to escape a real Christmas snow for a skiing holiday. But
skied back then?
I guess, right? I mean, but first he had to pack, so Blackwood is a master at the building. What? I tell my own story. I went on my own path. I made that, okay, I went skiing for holiday.
I'm like, no.
And I'm looking around like, and then.
You know, I know I am a little distracted because this room looks different than it used to.
Yeah.
And I'm like this.
Oh.
Everything.
This is Grandpa's room. That's what this is. And it's cut in half.
This is.
It's cut in halves. Because it's cut in halves.
Cut in half.
It like shrunk down like 10, maybe 6 feet. A bit smaller. I know about baller. I wish I had a girl good. I would call her. Wish I had a magic in a hat with a bat. A 6-foot baller.
I made myself dizzy bopping.
I always thought he said 6'4" Impala.
I thought he said a 6'4" baller.
I always think it's
I
wrong.
don't know. Who knows?
6'4" Impala. Check it out.
I always make my own words
I
up.
remember when she used to say, "It's a party and you can't stay."
Yeah.
Listen, I still sing it that way.
Me too now.
I
Because
can't. And it's a party in the
I'll
year.
never forget. And I said, "What did you just say?"
It's a party in the next day.
Party.
It's not a party in the USA.
It's a party and
I was just being a deck.
Yeah, you're kicking people
I was
out.
just being a deck.
She doesn't like people at her parties.
Oh, okay. But I read it right.
Mm-hmm.
Attempting to escape to a real Christmas snow for skiing holiday. But first, he has to pack. Blackwood is a master at building the tension. It is difficult to say exactly.
First he has to pack.
Mm-hmm.
Blackwood is pause in between it. That's why it keeps sounding confusing.
But first, he has to pack. Period.
Blackwood, because now you're talking about the person. Yeah. Okay.
Blackwood is a master of building detention. Tension.
Tension in his spooky, scary stories.
Y'all, if you just to do things during these episodes. Drink it. Eat it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm super like I'm
Smoke
trying
it.
to focus and I'm like not
Chip
focusing tonight.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you meant
I'm telling everybody else to do what we do and what we're doing.
Well, because I would say you talk, and then it brings me to another point that I have to say quick, and I'm not staying on point. I'm going everywhere and then coming back.
That's this episode. We're gonna do it.
Say special guest ADHD.
Special guest substances. Special guest VIP.
Legal substances.
Lego. Lego. Look,
No, legal.
I said I was a Lego. Oh God.
No.
Ron. Okay. It's difficult to say exactly at what point fear begins. Impressions gather on the surface of the mind, film by film, as it gathers upon the surface of the still water. Ghost stories have always been best told on a midwinter's night, don't forget. So anyways, there's that. So the story is powerful because, you know, it says that Christmas isn't just always elves and Santa.
Sometimes it's
Sometimes
cold.
Krampus. We did it. Our Christmas one last year with Grandpa. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you.
Her hair smells.
Oh, someone you were
Who the fuck? Hi, bye.
The guy that she said to date.
We're
the
gonna
girl.
we're gonna take a break, you guys, because we're gonna take a break. We will be back.
Making a dream on this little boo 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 brain. Da da ba da boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo.
I did it. I did. We are back. I'm back.
Love you. Just tell him, yeah. Shit.
We love you.
He looks at you like this, honey.
He got pissed. I was just telling
Keep
you.
your eyes yourself.
He looks at him and he says, no.
Oh God.
We're back.
So I was talking about. Okay, so I was talking about a nose rings. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Eagle, we can't when we kiss each other. We can't. Like we've gotten our nose rings stuck together.
It's really
Yeah.
scary.
Like a couple times, and then
Yeah.
like one time that no, we can't get help.
Well, you can
She
always
said-
call us if you really needed.
Help me! You didn't come in, and this is gonna be T-Wags popped out of a blanket
Hey,
like this.
that's okay. As long as I don't see any wieners and vaginas, keep them in your pockets.
You want to hear something wicked funny about this place where I am? There's a woman next door.
Oh no,
Right.
can you hear everything?
No,
Oh.
I talked to her and said, yeah, use the recycle bins for blah, blah, blah. Oh, cute dog. Like, oh. Then he tried to eat her face.
Yeah.
And then he got bored and she was like, oh, that's so fine. So then she said that guy that lived there was a dick.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like,
Yep.
that guy.
Did you tell her?
And I said, oh, yeah. She goes, he was actually very violent and loud and scary.
I believe it.
She said, you want to hear something funny, though? I go, about my cousin that lived here?
No, she didn't. I can't.
Her face, it looked like she saw a ghost. I go, yeah, no. I said, you can finish, though. You can tell me.
It's okay, he's a dick.
And I was like, I mean, there's a certain limit, right? You lady. Lady.
Crying.
So, but she was like, okay, so just, I'll tell you this funny thing. I go, I said, I'm going to say something, though. You know that, right? If I do say them. And she was like, oh, I don't care. I said something. I'm thinking this woman lives here, or whatever. So, she says, we've overheard them arguing. He was yelling about his girlfriend using a vibrator.
Oh,
Out of his mind.
really?
Yep. Yeah, out of his mind. So when they were all out back or whatever,
interesting.
or their front or whatever, they were talking about, oh, my vibrator. They started talking about it like in front of him and everything while he's out front.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just she's like, he never said anything to us.
He probably didn't realize what they were doing.
Because
Yeah.
he probably doesn't care what they're doing. He probably doesn't want her to do whatever she was doing.
Right.
Mhm.
For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. She was probably using that on TikTok.
She, no, she has us all blocked.
Not me. She has me on everything.
She blocked
And she
me on
likes
TikTok.
all. She likes all my shit. She just commented under Santa.
Listen, I don't know why she even blocked me. I didn't ever even like her shit.
That's crazy. Maybe that's why.
Just follow her. I don't care.
Just be.
Well, apparently she's putting up nasty stuff. See, and then yeah, she probably is using the vibrator.
Mm.
Oh,
I mean.
or what was the other one where you're like,
Ooh. Ew, those sound horrible.
oh my gosh, no, all those silly settings that I don't know anything about, Mom.
Mom.
I don't know anything about settings on anything.
Wait,
Where you going?
just so you guys know where I got that fucking stuff from, it was from the spectator.com. It's a UK site. It's just a UK site. And it's just all how you chilling ghost stores became Christmas traditions. Traditions. So yeah. Oh, I never texted Tina back. Tina, you just called and I didn't know because I'm doing the podcast. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm gonna text you later.
I'm talking to my beer.
You sounded like who the fuck? What actress did you just sound like? I can't remember, but she's funny.
No,
That's
hot.
oh my god.
This whole world's hot. Except you.
So I was
You don't have to lie to me anymore,
I'm
kid.
not lying to you. I really don't think there's many attractive people in the world. My
there. There is not, Poop.
There's just not.
There is not.
You know, the one and only other crush that I have, and it's more of a joke. Tulsi Gabbard.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Okay, Poop likes Lainey Wilson, so.
Who the fuck is Lainey?
Lady Boggs. No, Lainey Wilson's a country singer.
No, big.
Poop likes her. She's
I don't know.
blonde.
Oh.
Yeah. I know. Oh, Shan got mad too, just like my mom. My mom
Oh.
was angry at her.
Mm.
See, honey?
Lainey Boggs.
That's what I call her, Lainey Boggs. She's all that.
We're going to pig somewhere in this house.
I heard that.
There, yeah.
What was that?
I don't know, but.
Was it you, honey? Did you?
No. I didn't
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You do. I
That's
absolutely heard a pig.
I'm drowning. So, anyways. Let me pull up what, why do I keep sounding like, I'm not going to say it because it's not nice.
Oh.
Don't say something if you can't say something nice.
If you don't have anything nice to say, come sit by me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
shit.
God. No, I'm working on that.
Okay, so I have just a little story, okay?
It's really just a scary story.
Mhm. It's just a crazy story.
Okay, what are you thinking about?
Oh, what are you thinking about? Is this a...
Bella, where you been, Loca?
Ah,
About
it's been so long. We didn't talk about this scary story. What's the other stuff we haven't said in a long time? Lost for all.
Turbunculate.
Turbunculate. No,
What
the
are you singing?
you sing it every Halloween. Play for play for.
Instacrota. Rise. That's right.
Yes.
It's the season.
Mhm.
It's the season.
Mhm.
Twice a year. Halloween promo.
Como te llama? Ese me dice loco.
Oh, my biblioteca is full. I
What
just told everybody what my new password was. Don't take that out because now they're going to know.
time is it? Whoa! It's in probably like 39 seconds. No, that's minutes.
It's alright.
That's 39 minutes.
You know what? This ceiling kind of gives trypophobia feelings.
Oh, so it's Grandpa's ceiling.
Oh, yep. See, poops out. She said, "Bull."
Don't look at it.
Yeah, what?
Take a break.
Take a
Did I even start this? I did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The
we said
missing-
Good morning. Nope.
I go, oh.
You did that.
The missing cookies.
Oh my
Back when I was just a baby, my folks started a Christmas tradition that might sound familiar to many of you out there.
I'm raising it up because I don't want to lean.
Oh, sweet.
But I don't want to hold it either.
We're just moving mics around. Late peps.
Popping around
The Christmas tree.
lights.
The Christmas
Pop.
poppin'. Okay. On Christmas Eve, they'd leave a plate of cookies by the fireplace for Santa and a small pile of hay for his reindeer.
Oh.
Santa's gonna be hungry after such a long journey. Mom used to say to my older brother. Of course, at that time, I was too young to remember her doing this, but my brother told me later on that when he would wake up on Christmas morning, there'd be nothing left on that plate but crumbs. I think kids love that shit.
I think
Yeah.
you really did say it. I think. I don't know that right.
That was as funny as 50 fur here. 50 fur here. 50 fur here. Ugh. There was only crumbs on that plate. It's okay, but
You know, like they said, Santa, not Grandpa.
somebody ate those cooks.
They said, "Oh, Santa must be hungry after." Santa has to be so fucking full on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving him cookies. That guy, he needs to take an insulin shot when he gets
Yes,
back. to
he
the
has the diabetes.
school. Probably.
There's
You
no
guys
way he
live on
only eats
fucking-
cookies and full
He
fucking
lives on
vitamin D.
cookies.
Right,
You just say
full milk.
cookies and vitamins.
Vitamin
All he
D.
does is take cookies and omega 3s. Kicking.
Okay. So that was sure fireproof that Santa has indeed visited our home that night because all of the crumbs were left.
Sure.
When I got to be around 5, my family moved into a new home just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. It wasn't really, in quotes, new. It was historic Victorian house that had fallen into like a disrepair type look. I remember it being kind of spooky looking with boarded up windows, creaky floors, yellowing wallpaper peeling off the walls, and a strong musty smell, as if they hadn't let fresh air in the place for years.
I can absolutely picture the smell.
And I feel like it would be moist.
Yeah. So
Moist.
Damn.
No,
You really did say that.
It was, okay. It was what you would generously call a fixer-upper. And it was the perfect project for my industrious father. What in the actual...
It was my ring doorbell.
You know, it's funny. They probably cut out my stupid dog barking in the back.
Oh, yeah, probably.
May sound like we're Mr. G's show.
Mr. J.
I'm Mr. J. Oh, so okay. What my dad liked best about the place was its large, rolling front yard. I don't even know what that means.
Means like big and like rolling hills, like
Okay.
big. Maybe a couple of. You all right over there, my sweet love on her?
Are we on this planet? Are we here?
Did you rub my?
That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I was waiting.
Aladdin.
Yeah, I was waiting. But because, yeah.
Oh, 3,000 years. I mean, such a crick in the neck.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so,
there you go.
Now you know how in every neighborhood there seems to be one family that goes hog wild with Christmas lights. That would be ours in case anybody wanted to know. During those holidays, Christmas time. Well, that was my family. My dad strung hundreds of twinkling lights around the yard. Bought huge plastic snowmen, elves, candy canes, I saw it said manager. I'm like, that's not a manager scene.
Managers to the building.
A manager scene. Manger.
Manger. I just got what you meant.
A manger scene.
Yep.
He even rigged a giant lifelike Santa sleigh on our roof. Flashing, Christmas, Chrysler.
Oh.
Flashing brightly for the whole world to see. And every December night, a long line of cars would drive by our home, some folks coming from miles away just to see our display.
Wow.
Now, for some neighbors, such a holiday tourist attraction would quickly become a nuisance. But our neighbors seemed quite happy about our festive spirit. They told us that the strange old woman who lived in that house before us never seemed to celebrate Christmas. So, or any other holiday for that matter.
Bruja?
Just an old lady across the street. Let's see. She had lived in the house for years. Long before our neighborhood was built around her, she was rarely seen, and her house stood dark and silent, with its curtains tightly drawn.
Yikes.
The neighborhood kids believed she was a witch, and whispered ghastly tales about her at Halloween.
She has so much gas at Halloween.
She's ghastly. And when she suddenly passed, the house remained a gloomy and empty ghost on the street.
Creepy.
So our festive Christmas tradition was a welcome sight to our neighbors. But after a year after we moved in, I began to notice that one of our traditions had become conspicuously absent. My parents weren't leaving the plate of refreshments out for Santa and his reindeer. When I asked why not, my mom quickly told me that since we had moved, we were not one of the first homes on Santa's route. So now he wasn't as hungry when he came to our home. That's crazy you said that. In fact, if we let him fill himself up with cookies, he'd be too full to bring toys to the other children around the world. I know. That's creepy, Wade.
Wow.
Well, that excuse didn't fly with me, so the next Christmas I asked my mom the same question, and she gave me the same answer. But by then I had begun to notice that I wasn't getting a lot of gifts. You know, the ones I really wanted. He never brought me the horse or the rocket ship or the baby sister I had specifically asked for. Was Santa getting mad because we weren't leaving him cookies anymore? One night I eavesdropped on a whispered conversation that my parents were having. I had gotten really upset at my mom that day, refusing to leave any cookies out. I could hear her talking to my dad about it. They talked about how we first moved into the house and someone or something had eaten the cookies we left by the fireplace. Maybe it was rats or a hungry burglar, but nothing else in the house was touched. So since they couldn't figure out what happened, they did away with that whole tradition because it freaked them out. I felt like screaming to the wall, like, of course someone ate the fucking cookies. It was Santa.
Right.
He didn't say that when he was little, but...
That's what he was thinking.
So that Christmas Eve, he decided to take matters into his own hands. He says, I wasn't about to miss out on the trip to Alaska that I'd politely asked Santa for. So in the middle of the night, when my parents were fast asleep, I snuck downstairs and left a plate piled high with chocolate chip cookies.
What are cookie chips?
Cookie chips. I said, fucking cookie chips.
Well, I won't.
I put cookie chips on a
I'm
plate.
sure a cookie chip is like a Pringle, but it's a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes.
Chip.
Yes, a cookie chip.
A huge Hershey Kiss from Hershey Park
That'd be
with dough with cookie dough on the outside.
Yep. There you go.
Cookie chip.
What's that?
Chocolate chip cookies is what I meant. I didn't mean chocolate chip.
Yep.
Chocolate chip cookies by the fireplace.
Okay.
Mom had paid. Sorry, no, she didn't. Mom had made plenty of them for friends that year, so I figured she wouldn't miss just a plateful. The fireplace was in the living room, about 2 doors down from where the Christmas tree was, so I couldn't tell if Santa had come and gone, but I hadn't heard noises from downstairs all night, so I was relatively certain that Santa had not arrived yet. Well, I went back to bed, but I was way too excited to sleep that night, so after an hour had passed, I decided to go downstairs and see if Santa had eaten his cookies. I tiptoed down the stairs, keenly aware of where each creaky board was located. As I got to the foot of the stairs and began creeping down the cold, dark hallway, I heard a sound that prickled my skin with excitement. It was the second of a plate being lifted off of the fireplace.
The sound
So
of a plate?
you heard that? I don't think I would have heard that. So anyways, followed by a ravenous munching noise. It crossed my... Yeah. It crossed my mind to leave Santa alone. But how many kids have this opportunity, I said?
Not many.
How many of these kids have the opportunity to meet the man himself? So I crept up to the living room doorway and slowly peeked around the corner. What I saw next froze me in my tracks. Santa wasn't in the room at all, but somebody else was.
Oh. You scared me.
You scared me too!
This story is scary.
A very old woman sat on the hearth,
Oh.
hungrily devouring the cookies. She was dressed in a flimsy, tattered bathrobe with a flowered pattern long faded by age and repeated washing material. Beneath the robe, I could see her protruding rib cages. Her rib cage bones. She doesn't have more than one. Heaving up and down with each painful breath she took from the cage of her bones. Her face looked deathly thin and pale, and her bony hands trembled as she lifted each cookie to her mouth.
Oh my god.
But she had a warm smile, which suddenly flashed at me as she saw me in the doorway. Oh, I hope you don't mind, she said to me in a polite, in a polite, mannered voice.
Oh, wait, I'm sad. I'm glad she's got to cook.
Your mother makes the best cookies.
Why do I want to cry?
Now,
That's sad.
or now when I tell you she said, in quotes, I don't mean she said it out loud.
Oh.
To my shock, her lips didn't move, but I heard exactly what she was saying.
Weird.
My name's Ava, she said. I give, and I guess you figured out by now that I'm a ghost. Does that scare you? Well, I guess older folks might have been terrified sitting here speaking with a dead person, but for a 7-year-old with an unwavering belief in things like Santa Claus, a ghost didn't really bother me much, so I shook my head. No. She said, good, and mentioned for me to sit beside her. You know, there are many things that are scary in life. Ghosts are scary to some folks, but you know what the scariest thing of all is? When I shook my head again, she replied,
I'm scared.
The scariest thing in life is being alone.
Oh.
And if you're alone, the holidays are only worse. That's sad and very accurate.
This is such a sad story. I went from being really sad
To scared.
to scared to sad.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
She then told me about the years she lived in that house. She was the woman.
Oh, she was the one who didn't leave anything.
She was born. She was born and raised there, raised a family of her own, and then watched everyone leave one by one. And when her husband passed away, each of her children married and moved away. She found herself alone in that big empty house. Ava's children were consumed with their own lives to spend time with her, so she was lonely and depressed. She lost all interest in her hobbies, card games, and reading. She never watched television or listen to the radio. She would rarely talk to anybody or friends, anybody. Lost interest in eating, but the worst part was losing my memory, she said.
Oh.
I used to hate it when people would say, you remember when we used to do such and such? And I could not remember.
How sad.
She sighed heavily and said, it was like someone else lived in my life.
I'm sad.
It is. Sorry, everybody. That was horrible.
That was my Bert crying.
It was a demon.
No, I've got God.
Oh, I've got good too.
God doesn't let those be around me.
Oh, no, he does not.
No.
Boo-boo's laying in my
I
spare
pooped half
bed.
asleep.
So, with a family too busy to care about her, all she had left in the world was the house. Even wealthy developers moved in and built new homes around her. She refused to sell at any price. The worst time, she told me, were the holidays. The outside world was telling her she was supposed to be happy, with twinkling lights everywhere, carolers, families, joyous sights and sounds. They were like mocking reminders of her loneliness.
How sad.
So she entombed herself deeper and deeper into her house and never really went outside, and she did die alone in her bed. But even in death, she could not escape that house. When she would open the door or a window, a dark, cold, terrifying darkness was all she could see.
No.
So she was forced to roam the house as a ghost.
Eva. So sad.
She turned to me and smiled, tears welling up in her eyes. You remember that, child. It's much scarier to be alone than dead. By this time, I had totally forgotten about Santa Claus or any presents. Even at such a young age, I was saddened by this lonely ghost in front of me. So I suddenly blurted out, then why don't you come celebrate Christmas with us?
Aww.
Eva smiled and then looked at the clock on the wall and said, Christmas is for the living, not the dead. She said, but I'll tell you what you can do. When Christmas comes, make a joyful racket in the house. Enjoy your time with your family and play loud music, put up fun lights and have parties. Make this a house, a happy place again. Make this a house. Make of this a house, a happy place again.
He went Rastafarian.
Oh, make of this a house. Then I'll know I'm not alone, she says.
I'm sad.
She then winked at me and said, oh, and leave me a plate of your mom's cookies every once in a while, will ya? And with that, she disappeared like fine mist into the darkness.
This is a Christmas tragedy.
It's really,
devastated.
it's really sad. So every year after that, I did what she asked for. Sure. Each Christmas Eve, I would leave a plate of cookies for her in a different part of the house, so Mom wouldn't suspect anything. Come Christmas morning, the cookies plates would be empty. The cookie plates were all empty.
The cookies.
Oh, as I grew into an adult and married and had children of my own, I settled down in that same old house.
Oh, good.
And like my mom before me, I told my daughter that we had to leave a plate of cookies out for Santa. He'd be hungry from his travels, after all. And every Christmas morning, my daughter would awake with excitement and proclaim, the cookies are all gone. And I would smile at her and say, yes, Santa must have really been hungry. But I knew it was our resident Christmas ghost who had stopped by, and she was now at peace for another year.
So sad.
The end.
Listen, is the wife like, hey, what the fuck? I didn't eat those, and neither
did you. Get up? I did?
I would also be like, can I
will?
meet Eva?
I know, she seems pretty
I
cool.
eat her cookies more than just a year.
So that upset me. That did upset me. That did upset me because she said, leave me out sometimes. Like, man, you could do them every, couple months at least.
It takes 10 minutes to make a batch of cookies. Once a month, give the lady some fucking cooking. What's she got going on?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So this was written by Craig Domini, Spiritu Sanctis.
Wow, he just wrote that. Moonlight,
moonlightross.com. Oh, man. Oh, all right. Here's just one more little one. So here's another just random story. I was about 16 and it was Christmas Eve and snowing heavily. My parents and myself were sitting in the living room with Christmas tree lights on, having eggnog and opening up my stocking gifts as was our tradition the night before.
Cute.
We suddenly heard the door knocker bang loud 3 times. We see that no one's at the window, but my dad opened the door and looked. There was a bloody black cat lying across the threshold across the snow.
No.
What the fuck? What was so fucked up was there was no human footprints in the snow, no tire tracks, and logistically there was no way or how or what. There was no way that we would have not seen someone and walk in their foot. You could see their footsteps. The cats were,
Get slammed out of a tree.
You're going right up your own head.
What they're saying is there was no footsteps to see that anyone brought that cat there.
It was dead and bloody?
It wasn't dead.
Oh.
It was still alive. So they shut the door and left it there, and it was gone in the morning. Assholes.
Therefore.
You're jerks. I don't even care.
Man.
She put not LOL. My family and myself are huge animal lovers. Oh, you are so lucky.
I was going to be like, you're
Chris Steve. Chris Steve?
She gets nothing for Chris.
Yeah, naughty. Of course we took it in and made it comfortable.
Oh, good. Okay.
It was a young male that was not fixed and had been in a terrible fight. A few days later, we took it to the vet and it recovered nicely.
Yeah.
He did. The weird thing, aside from knocking and no footprints in the snow, was my mom gave it to a friend of ours that lived down the street. About 4 or 5 months later, the cat, now happily part of the family, woke them all up by howling and screaming, like freaking out. Turns out an electrical fire had started in the garage and one of the cars was also on fire. They all woke up, everyone was okay, and the car did not blow up and only the garage was damaged. But they were very lucky in general, but especially because there was all kinds of flammable stuff in the garage. Initially, they called him something like, I don't know, stupid shadow, I said. Initially, they called him something stupid like Shadow, but then they renamed him Clark after Superman. LOL.
Clark.
He was a really nice cat.
Said Ash.
Right?
I was going to go like that.
He was a really nice Ash. Really nice cat. And lived a pretty old life.
Mm.
So maybe that cat was put there to end their fire.
And he lived a pretty old life. It just sounds like the cat went somewhere and they found it and then the people had some bad luck and the cat was like, Kelly.
Hello, I'm
He
here.
is a hero though.
The cat is a hero. But I'm not sure your family's that special, ma'am.
No, I don't.
I mean, mine is.
I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe.
I'm fucked up. I can't try any more of that.
Don't write any more than that. Look at, because you know what? I can tell everyone's crashing now. Everyone's crashing. We're all tired now. Look at, she's asleep. You are more asleep. I'm like this. That's what happens.
So, yeah. So, this was our Christmas episode, you guys. And it's a big mixture of fucking tons of shit I don't remember doing.
Going off track.
You! Ha!
Yep.
Well, with all of this, you guys, since we're fucked up and crashing.
Yep. Bad.
Crashing.
Yeah. We'll go home to zombie.
Yeah. Wait. You gonna listen to one?
Oh, I'm listening. I already have read the physical copy. I have it, but I like it so much that I just got the audiobook. Now I'm listening to the audiobook. Called Hearing Red. Lesbian zombie movie book.
It's a lesbian zombie book.
Yeah, it's really good. It's so good. One of the girls is obviously two with the main characters. One is blind, and the other one's grumpy.
Grumpy.
Grumpy Sunshine. It's really good. It's a good one. It's good though. There's there's romance in it, but it's like it's good. It's about zombies and shit. It's good.
A zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie. 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 In your head.
In your head.
Zombie. Zombie. Oh.
I like this.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. You can find us on Instagram, Sinister Ghouls Podcast, Facebook, Sinister Ghouls / Twisted Sister Group. Except to join, I said. Try to join that. I will accept it. Let's see. Same thing, X. That is, what the fuck is it? Do you remember?
X.
Sinister Ghouls / Twisted Sisters. And you can leave Wicked Tales at sinisterghoul23@gmail.com. Wicked Tales, scary stories, anything you want right on the podcast. sinisterghoul23@gmail.com. So yeah, you could also hear us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Google Music Hour, YouTube. There's no video on YouTube yet. And if you guys want to support us, you can follow the link, listener support, through Spotify for podcasters. And you can go to Ghouli. I don't even know my Venmo. I don't remember it. Let's find it. You guys can support the podcast when I get my you could Venmo me $1. 25
You can
cents.
Mommy $1.
25 cents. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. That's what I mean, like a penny,
Just
a dollar, whatever you want, if you want to. So yeah, you can find me at no Wi-Fi. Motherfucker.
You have no Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi.
Let me just. Oh, little. Buggity go. Oh my God, you guys don't even know. Well, there we are.
No.
At Ghouli23, at GHOULI23. I'm in a black tank top with the tattoos. And I am S space Ghouli, GHOULI space Gonzo. You can leave me whatever you want to leave me and support us because we're just saving the savings. We're saving it. So, okay, with that being said, we're fucking fucked up and we're tired.
Yeah.
So,
bedtime.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
I was going to say happy birthday, Jesus.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy Year. And have a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy every other holiday that people survive, I said.
Yes.
Celebrate. Listen, we celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
So we say Merry Christmas.
Right.
And if y'all want to celebrate whatever you want to celebrate, then you know whatever. That's fine. Happy holidays for ye.
Merry Christmas.
Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
With that, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay sexy. Stay spooky.